Good morning. Welcome to Options Center. I'm going to put this one out to everyone, out to the public. I'm calling a market top here. Everything has been checked off, all boxes. We've hit our targets. There is a what if scenario, but I don't think that's going to play out. We are still holding on to some beat up stocks that may have a chance to rally, like Boeing we added on to today. So they're, just in case, I'm holding on to some out of the money IWM calls, but that's it. That's it. We're calling a top here. I want to get this out. We're going to make this 8 to 10 minute video and have a couple things to look at. We're looking at so we'll go SPY in the multiple time frames, and then we'll check out SPY, QQQ, IWM, SMH, and VIX, and just show you what position they're in. So we had a 9 count demarc top here. This is 2021, a 9 count. We have a 9 count here at the 24 top. You see we're stretching out here. You can almost just tell that this is a wedge. I believe it's topping out today. I think Friday, October 11th, 2024 is the market top, and we'll scratch that. We'll mark that down. So pretty historic stuff, and I think this move is going to be pretty big over time. I think this wedge will break down, this bearish rising wedge, and at minimum I think we'll make it down to about the 260 area. We'll go over all that in the on the weekend, where I think some targets are at this point. We still need to get to the reversal, but I think we're pretty much there. All right, and I think we're there right now. Okay, so let's go to the weekly. On the weekly time frame, we'll just go straight to this point of view. We had our final target here at the 162, but why did we go above it? Okay, that's on the weekly time frame. I think we topped right here at the 162. That's a long-term top, but we had a little bit more to go, and I'll show you on the lower time frame. Where do we get that? We have the correction here, and then a retracement back to the 127. That's our retracement, our first major target. Second major target's 162. We fulfilled all those. Now we have divergence on the monthly time frame. I didn't show you, but it's there. Here's on the weekly, negative divergence, negative divergence. While price is going higher, the indicators are going lower, making lower highs. Next point of view, daily. We have the huge bearish rising wedge. Topped there. Could have been a valid top at that point. That's right where our target was, but the market had some things to accomplish, and so it made another wedge. This is another wedge here. Fulfilled this. We got to our target. Is there a higher possibility? Sure, there's some confluence up there, but I'll show you where that target comes from. We had the basing here. We broke out from it, and we hit that measured move as well. So here's our current point of view. In this time frame, we get this correction here, and then we get our retracement. Well, we hit that first major target, right? So the next question would be, well, there's another target, the 162 up here, the 599. Well, that's fine and dandy, but we just have negative divergence on all these time frames, and even on the daily, we formed one right here. So price action is going higher, indicators going lower. Same thing with the RSI, lower high. So it's definitely a possibility, but I think the probability is very, very low. I think we have a top here. We have our ABC, and we got that. And let's show kind of, you see that we're in that cluster. I'll erase those later, but we got that cluster. As a matter of fact, we have one more line coming out here. I think that's next week, but yeah, we had this cluster, so we had a top there, time-wise. this was our formation. This formation is complete. We have a ending diagonal where all three waves, all five waves are made up of three waves. We have an A, B, C for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our top. Price is holding up right here at that 580 zone where we're talking about. Let's go to 65 and take a look at it. In 65, this is a better view of the wedge. The wedge filled out, and we just hit the top of the wedge there. Okay, you could argue there's a couple more points if you draw this line just a little different. If you have the two touches here, and that makes us touching that right now, but if you go at the very end of it, you have like another point above. But this is our time and price. We're there right at the top, very tip. I think we go down here from here. We break this wedge. Do we do it violently today and get a midday reversal? I don't know. Perhaps. And then we'd get that nice Monday follow through. I couldn't answer that question, but we're well positioned now, extremely well positioned for the initial move on all time frames, expirations all the way up to, I think next Wednesday is when our earliest ones. You could do some lottos that are much more near, but I hate, markets like to play shenanigans. So, well, hell, let's take a look at Boeing while we're getting that alert. So Boeing had some news come out today that talked about a move to the upside. Basically, the strike that that's going on could possibly end now. So you can check that out yourself. But we have wedge on wedge on wedge, and I put the post out there. We're getting our initial move here. So this is nice and early for this move. If you want some sort of hedge to the upside while the market reverses, let's go to the Qs. On the Qs, we have our wedge. Instead of making new highs, it's making a lower high here. So we just eked out a new high right above here. And you say, well, there is more room to the upside, but it doesn't have to. It could. Maybe we close this gap or so. There's a little bit more room if the market wants to kind of play around with rotations all day today to stop it from having a reversal. But if we go over to this point of view, then we're at this top right now. We already satisfied yesterday. We got up to that 887, so we started adding much more of our puts onto this point here. This is I believe this top is in, so, and it's a zone, so if price wants to kind of peak above it for a second, close that gap and go back under it, that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. IWM appears to be breaking out. This is the one canary in the coal mine kind of situation, to where if this wants to continue higher and close that gap, then maybe that scenario that we're talking about with SPY going to 599 is a little bit more valid. So we'll see. I think that while this pushes up, while this could continue, I think the Qs are going to reverse and kind of just balance out SPY, and that could happen in different ways with DIA, with the Dow as well, being weak or so. So these will kind of play out. But I think while this goes up, the Qs are going to hold the market down. And really, this doesn't have to make any new highs. We have this bear scenario where this was a leading diagonal here, and we just have simply an ABC. Maybe this is the leading diagonal here, and then we have an ABC correction for sorry, that's my little pug chihuahua. We got a lot of stuff going on here. But this is 219, 220, and then we have the 62% retracement as well. So we could easily retrace to that today and then collapse from here. I'm not playing IWM puts just because of the potential that this could ramp higher. I don't like the risk reward on that. Everything else lies in SPY and QQQ and also SMH. So we'll check that out. We're on SMH puts as well. And this one, if you draw this a little bit different, this one kind of satisfies that bear flag. We're at the top of the bear flag, got that new high, just eked out a new high here, the options expected move. So here's our initial move and then a bear flag. And now we expect a continuation to the downside. So I know this video is getting up to 10 minutes, so I'll just carry on to NVDA. We shorted NVDA today. Again, same thing. You can draw this a couple different ways, but we're looking at this being the top as well. And we pointed out that we satisfied that 887 there. Also, let's go to the VIX and get this out. This is a historic moment, you guys. I think this is it. And we broke out from this head and shoulder. This could be the back test we needed. Doesn't have to go all the way down. If it does, then you know that the market is going to creep up to that 599 area. Let's look for a new high here. We're going to look for much bigger highs. And really, this is building a market structure here. This could be a 1-2, 1-2. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and I can go on and on. This could just be a simple 1 2 and continue up here, but this has a positive market structure, and this could take off at any time. Possibly something could happen, some sort of catalyst this weekend. It could be the war across seas, the turmoil. It could be anything. Maybe a bank collapses. Anything. We had bank earnings start this morning, so. Whatever it is, it doesn't. Honestly, it just doesn't matter to me. We're looking for a top. Today's the top. All right, Friday, October 11th, 2024, about 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get these videos intraday, although I'm sending this out to the public, then consider becoming a YouTube supporter. All right, I like to. Everybody to join the YouTube members. It would be easier if everybody came over, but Patreon's always available if people like that platform better. You still get the trade alerts and whatnot. So thanks for joining us here at Options Center, and good luck.